neo-Nazi movement in Europe has been gaining momentum. As we discussed at the last meeting, we would try to infiltrate this organization with a couple of paid informants. I believe Mr. O'Neill can bring us up to date. What do you have, Pat? At 38, O'Neill was a seasoned agent. Broad-shouldered and trim, he looked like a football player, which he had been a few years ago at Purdue. Pat had been employed by the State Department at one time, assigned to the U.S. Embassy in Cairo, Egypt. Bureau Chief Thompson had suggested Pat as his replacement when he retired. Pat stood, appearing cool and confident. We've been successful in placing our men inside. This organization calls itself Future World Union. They are politically powerful men, strong financial backing. We believe a number of terrorist groups have thrown their support behind the Union's goals. I imagine they've been promised something big. Those goals, gentlemen, is to institute a series of assassinations and install their men in control of a number of countries. We have not learned which ones. CIA Director Pierce interrupted. Sounds like what Hitler did back in the 1930s, but then he had an army. So will these people, Mr. Pierce. How many countries are represented? As near as we can tell, 8. Pierce was dubious. Hitler worked within his own country and progressed outward. You're saying this group is going the opposite way. Takes a lot of cooperation. I don't remember any 2 countries agreeing for that long. Pat stood firm. You don't? You've forgotten about the Axis powers. All through history, countries have formed alliances. Common goal can hold several countries together. General Walker spoke. I agree, Pat. There must be a strong leader heading this up. At their meetings, they used code names. Their chairman is called Stark, but their power is someone called Taurus. He never attended a meeting. Secretary Hamilton toyed with the pencil. Would their purpose be to take over their countries in a coup, then unite to control world trade? Pat answered emphatically. Possibly more, sir. If they're strong enough and have nuclear power, they just may take over the world. The general spoke again. Don't we have a specialist who can terminate this problem? Like one of our men inside? By specialist, you mean an international assassinator? The men inside aren't qualified, but yes, we do have one. He's on domestic problems at present, somewhere in the Midwest. He goes by the name Hawk. Lane Palmer had parked his rented tan Chevy in the shade of an elm tree on Hoover Street in the small town of Canton, Oklahoma. He focused on 3 men sitting in a dented Ford sedan across the street. The rap sheet in his hands gave their ages as 18, 18, and 22. Their police record took up most of 3 pages: burglary, assault, rape, murder. Nothing stuck to them in court. Defense attorneys had grilled arresting officers on the stand, getting the cases dismissed for violating their defendants' civil rights. A 16-year-old girl had identified all 3. Before she died, the judge had ruled her statement inadmissible. Palmer folded the report and stuck it into the glove compartment next to his .38 Special. He kept his 9mm Beretta in his shoulder holster. His gray Stetson lay on the seat beside him. He peered again at the Ford, glad he was parked in the shade. Must be in the 90s, he thought. Palmer shifted his gaze to the front door of Hoover High School and checked his watch. Won't be long now. Axel Baker sat behind the Ford's steering